Hello, everyone. Welcome to another exciting episode of the Real Talk podcast, proudly brought to you by C-Max. My name is Naomi, and I am your host for today. But before we forge ahead, I'd like to thank you all for always watching our episodes, for always tuning in, liking, commenting, and sharing. We love you all. So I'll be starting by introducing my host. You all know how it goes. I'm not always here alone. My beautiful co-host.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. I'm Ojoayo. Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show, guys. And we cannot forget the most important person in our midst today, the most important personality, a very prominent man, that his reputation precedes him. The only person that his presence makes a lot of difference in the political sector. The SSA to the governor of Osun State, Miss Comrade Adebisi Emmanuel. Welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you. Good afternoon, Nigeria.
We're so delighted to have you.
Yeah, same here.
Welcome, sir.
Thank you.
So give us more introduction about yourself.
Good afternoon, Nigerian. I am Ambassador Comrade Adebisi Emmanuel, the Senior Special Assistant to the Governor of Osun State on Civil Society Organization.
On today's episode, we'll be discussing a very interesting topic in the political world: youth in power. I know many of us might be wondering if we youth still have the opportunities in the political system. That brought us to the invitation of a prominent man here to bring us out of curiosity, and hopefully it sheds more light to the darkness.
Now let's jump into the topic for today. Sir, would like to know, is the young Nigerian people, is the political sector open for Nigerians, the young Nigerian people, like the youths?
Yeah. The political sector in Nigeria today is open for the young people. And I will use my state, the Osun State, as a case study. When you look into the political appointees and people in the corridor of power in Osun State today, you see that we have 85% of youth in the state, which let us know that it's youth o'clock in the state. Courtesy the governor of the state, who is a youth-loving person, and that is the reason why that is possible. And in other states too, we can see that's happening.
In other states?
Yes.
You are saying because you're in Osun.
Yeah.
Though I cannot really say what you just explained. I can't really back it up. But then in Nigeria as a whole, looking at the political sector, looking at our leaders and all, I can't say that I can agree with the fact that the political sector is open to young people.
Yeah.
It might be open to you and these few other people that you know that are young, but everybody knows that the Nigerian political sector is not open for young people.
I will still say that Nigerian political sector of now, not talking about 10 years ago or 5, 6, 7 years ago, Nigerian politics sector of now is open for the youth. And if we're talking about this, we must look into it. How are the youth also approaching it? There's opportunity for everyone to come in. And those who found that opportunity and use it well are in already. Okay. We have key people at key place. But
key people.
I would not.
Because we want to go with fact. Because if people hear us now, they'll be like, I don't think this fact is actually true. Because we know that the leaders that we know, the leaders that we can get hold of, they are not youths. They are not youths.
65, 75, you see them.
75% of
How old is the Minister of Youth? Federal Minister.
How old is he?
You answer me.
No, I would like to know. How old is he?
Because
what we term as being young, what you might term as being young is not what we, the Nigerian youths, term as being young.
Okay, maybe you should tell me what you term as being young first before I answer your question.
Okay. From 30 to 50 is being young.
Okay.
Is young. And the person is I think, strong enough to rule?
The Minister for Youth Affairs is under 40.
He's under 40.
Let's say 40, 41, or something like that. And in Osun State, if you look at it, the Speaker of the House of Assembly in Osun State just marked his 40th birthday a few days ago.
Okay.
The reason why I said the youth that saw the opportunity and key into it and are there ready to serve are not much. Some have the opportunity, they misuse it. We can talk of the history. They give some opportunity, and you and I know. And within some months, they jeopardize the opportunity. They have to replace them. And upon that, they did not still replace them with old person.
Okay, sir. Sorry to cut you short. How are those youths expected to step into Nigerian politics, judging the fact that they cannot even barely survive? And in Nigeria, sorry to say, but in Nigeria, it is believed that if you do not have a godfather, you can't go into politics. And so for young youths that are interested in politics, how are they expected to, that do not have a godfather, how are they expected to?
The issue of godfather, it depends on how you look at it. Everybody need godfather, even outside politics. I call them pillar. Those who support you, those who sponsor your dream and ambition. Nobody achieve it alone. You must have a force behind you that will push you. Now let me come in. If you want to be a politician, you must firstly walk around that place. There are some youth now that I said some youth are in politics already. Some are looking at it from afar. You can't, if you want to be, like I said to someone, if you want to be a pastor, you cannot start working in the mosque. Okay. If you want to be a pastor, firstly you be a churchgoer.
Okay.
You start going to church. You listen to preachings, and you choose one person that I want to be like this person. I have a dream of my ministry being like this ministry. Then you start walking around that circle. The dream first. The youth, what are they dreaming? What are they seeing in politics?
The zeal to rule.
The zeal. Let me tell you one thing. I am an activist. Practicing over 2 decades. Later, I started seeing some things that, okay, if I stay here and all I can do is when they don't do it right, I come out and shout and go back in. Nowadays, your noise don't matter.
Sorry to cut you, sir, but you started from somewhere. You started from somewhere. You don't
Everybody must start from somewhere.
Lots of people are lost on the path to start. They are lost on how to start.
That's not anybody's fault.
Because
that's their own personal
our
fault.
job opportunities are even clashing with the political opportunities. You don't have money. There is no way. I can't barely feed myself right now. I have to go into politics. I need to go into politics. How do I do that?
Let me tell you one.
Let alone the campaign.
Now let me tell you one thing. Where we get it wrong is that politics is not a business. And politics is.
But you need money to
calm down.
Okay.
Politics, nowadays, where we got it wrong, why most of things are getting bad is that we have took this politics of a thing as a profession. You cannot, because you don't have what to feed yourself and wants to come into politics. You must have a background.
So sorry to cut you short, it does not take money to go into political
It takes money.
Okay.
That is the reason why I say you must have a background.
Okay.
You must have what you are doing, what they know you for.
In the political sector.
Before you come into that political sector. If you don't want to be a slave in the political arena.
Okay.
I was well established. People knows me and I have a capacity they want before coming in. It's different from someone that just graduated, a young graduate that is earning 77,000 naira and said, I want to become the governor of Osun State.
But that's the minimum wage being dished out by the government.
Yes, that's the minimum wage. But there are procedure in everything. Even in the past, when the likes of Muhammadu Buhari was at its first opportunity as the Nigerian president, they called them head of state then.
Then, okay.
He was not a young military officer. He's an hierarchy officer. No matter how you will say it, I will put it to you that you need money to push your career, either in politics or in any other aspect. You want to become let's take it low, you want to be the local government chairman of your environment. If you are vying for that, you need to do posters, you need rallies, you need to have a meeting. That cannot be done with stone.
Okay, thank you, sir. But the fear, sir, sorry to cut you short. The
All
fear
right.
here is that do Nigerian really support genuinely youth that are interested in the political sector, or they are being used for campaigns and
You are Nigerian. I am Nigerian. Do you really support genuinely candidate? I'll put that question to you. Let me land.
Okay.
Nowadays, when you even see something that is bad and you call the youth, let's speak out on this. Some of those youth will ask you, say mobilization Wambe. Are you mobilizing us? What are they trying to say about are you mobilizing us? That means they need stipends. They have seen it that nothing goes for nothing. And that is making us lag behind. Because now, when someone have a genuine act of serving you, but because it does not have the finances to sponsor his dream, if he comes to you, you will not support him.
so now you believe that Nigeria is not really
the political arena is not the enemy of Nigeria.
Yeah.
Nigeria are the enemy of themselves.
Okay, sir. So now, do you believe now that Nigerian political structure does not support Nigerian youths that are interested in politics because they feel they are not genuine?
The
According to what you just answered.
Nigerians politics support, give space, give chance, is open for youth to come in.
Okay.
Do you understand me?
Okay.
Those who are there also they also struggle. They pay sacrifice to be there, and they are there. If you or any other two wants to be there, you should be ready to pay those sacrifices. Nobody gets anything for free. Even the life we are living, Jesus Christ paid for it at the cross of Calvary.
So there have been speculations on social media suggesting that the governor of Osun State only focused on road construction aside other governance areas.
Okay.
So what do you have to say about that?
I will ask you first, what do you have to say about that? Do you believe in that speculation that it's only infrastructure that the governor... Let me tell you one thing, the governor of Osun State is someone that many people were disappointed in.
Disappointed in him?
Yes.
Why do you say so?
Okay. When you think someone is a dollar,
Okay.
this person cannot achieve in this aspect. This person cannot do well in this place. And eventually the person came in and he started doing radiantly well. You will be disappointed in that person. It caught them at where they don't even think. Most of them were thinking that he will not do well. When we are talking about the infrastructure, And someone is saying that is the only aspect he has been working. I will firstly ask, is the person from Osun State? Because if the person is from Osun State, he will have heard about OIs. Let's first talk about the health sector. We know how many people pass on a daily basis because they can't afford the price to pay for their health to be okay. When this man come in as a governor of Osun State, he introduced OIs. OIs has been there, but they are not functioning. It invests in them. And today, if you are having any health issue, if you have registered with OIs, all you need to do is to go to any hospital that are with them, give them your card. Your bill will be subsidized.
What does it take to register?
You go to the Ministry of Health.
Okay.
And there's a section there where you register. You pay a token amount, and your bill, your hospital bill, will be subsidized. Token amount. Okay. And let me tell you one thing. This has been helping our aged father and mother. At least most of them, if you go to those hospitals, you see them with their card and they are using it. It's giving them access to quality health. Let's talk again about the backlog of salary debt, the past administration. You think it's very, very easy for someone to be owing a debt for 12 years and someone came in within 2 years, all those debts were being cleared. Let's say my mother is a civil servant, my dad is a civil servant, and they have been owing them for good 8 years. How do you expect us to survive? And someone just came in within 2 years, he paid all their debts. Okay. And is still paying their gratuity every month, even while paying that debt. And you said infrastructure. Okay, let's go to agri sector. Presently, in all central, we have a point where a farmer can walk in there, ask for a tractor that he wants to use in his farm, and they will give him. And someone will sit down somewhere and start saying, only what he's doing is infrastructure.
Maybe that's
infrastructure that is the reason why I ask you to ask that person, is he from Osun State? Is he living in Osun State? Even infrastructure is not only. Because even if a farmer have a farm, after you have processed all your farm produce and he wants to bring it out, if you don't have good road, how will that get outside?
The rumors are solely being brought up by the indigenes, obviously, because we are in their environment. So are you trying to say that all these rumors are just propagandas to counter his rulership? Or
the rumors are just propaganda. Yoruba used to say, "Ọ̀tá ẹni kò kí ń pa òdùọ̀yà," which means your enemy cannot kill a fat grass cutter. No matter how it is, no matter how big the grass cutter is, what is this? And we can also do this kind of thing. Do you understand me? And to me, it's normal and it's fine. If there is no critics, you cannot fast, you cannot move fast, you cannot do anything. On a daily basis, our governor is trying his best to put smile into the face of his citizen.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir, for answering that question. But I would also like to know, not only me, I feel the young Nigerian youths, the 4 new tax bills that are being passed by the president, I would like to know how it favors us.
If we look into it, I would like to talk about one aspect of it. The aspect that said, if your business is not above 50 million, you don't have to pay tax.
You don't have to pay tax?
Yes.
If your business is not above 50 million?
It's not above.
Okay.
Now, that side favor the youth. Because before, let me say, I have 1 million naira. I want to start a business. And I'm afraid of if I start this business now with 1 million naira, maybe 10% of this 1 million naira is what I will pay, or 5% is what I will pay as tax. Out of that 1 million naira, 5% is 50,000, right?
Yeah.
So if you remove 50,000 naira out of that 1 million naira, it has reduced.
Okay.
You'll be struggling to do. But they do that to favor not only the youth, but the less privileged, those that are not financially capable. That favors them.
Okay.
And let me tell you one thing: if things like that happened, no matter how, we need to appreciate the source it came from. As a youth, I commend the presidency for doing that. And it's not cheap. I'll say that for now.
Okay, that's all you have to say. Okay, so with all you've said so far, as my business is not above 50 million, you're saying that I shouldn't pay tax
There's no
because of the new bills that was passed.
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much for answering that. Okay, so I have one more question. Do you think that Nigerian political sector naturally favors the older people,
The older people,
older politicians?
older
to say.
politicians.
Yes,
I mean,
naturally. Do you think it favors them naturally? Because I can see the struggle of young people to climb to that level they get to. So do you think it naturally favors
those who
them?
are there are youths that have been there and hold their stand. They didn't just jump there at their old age.
Now that they've been
Calm down.
sir. Okay.
What I want you to know is that how old was Buhari when he became the head of state in Nigeria?
That was a long time ago. Okay.
How old was Tinubu when he came to political arena? When they flee for Nadeko? They are not young, they are not old then, but they have passion for what they are doing. They know where they want to be. They know where they are going. And that passion keep them in the system. Now they are old. They are still in this. They are still ruling the system. The youth will not like to say what they will quote me for. The youth that are sleeping at home, expecting some people to bring it to them for free,
Okay.
are now claiming the old one did not allow them to come.
Sorry to cut you short, sir.
Got
These people are stuck there. How
I think she's trying to ask if there is a retirement plan because
for them?
we don't. I don't. We
They've been
know.
there for a while now, just like you said. So, what opportunity do
the
Retirement plan.
The retirement plans are the youth.
The youths, right? Okay.
Let me explain that.
Okay.
If I want to become the governor of the state now, and I see that father of 70, 60 is still there, and I have a dream of becoming the governor, I must work hard. Man, woman, these people worked hard. Tinubu was an exile for several years. Abiola, the president we did not have in Nigeria, did not sit down at home and become Abiola. Like that. You must work hard. You must be able to pursue what you want to be till you get it.
Even
If you're scared of people at the arena, that they will not allow you, definitely they will not allow you. The Bible even says that since the day of John the Baptist, the kingdom of the Lord suffered violence, and the violent take it by what? By force. Let me tell you one thing, that up is fully occupied. Those who wants to get there, fight for it and create space for themselves. That's just simple too.
Okay, when they were given, you know, when a governor is being a governor is being voted for, I imagine it's the governor, and he's been given 4 years to rule. Sir, within those 4 years, is it not enough for a governor to prove himself worthy of, in case he wants to come back in the next years to come and elect to contest again for the, is it not enough to prove what he wants to prove?
Yes.
Because you see a governor that he's ruling after 4 years, he cannot amount for anything. You can't see anything that he's done. But in the next, probably you give him 8 more years and you still see him coming out for governorship election and you still emerge winner. I mean, the past rulership that you did, we didn't see anything that you did. It's not fair.
Like I said earlier, the politics is not the enemy of Nigeria. Nigeria are enemy of themselves.
We are the enemies of ourselves.
Yes.
We are our own enemies.
Let me explain.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
You employ me to manage the studio.
Okay.
And you give me just 2 years to work.
Okay.
I have chance of working more after that 2 years if I do well.
If you do well.
Yeah.
Okay.
When you give me the studio to manage, everything was very, very beautiful when I came in. You expect it more at the end of my service. But I could not even retain the standard I met it.
I know where you're
Talk less of moving on.
Okay.
And after my service, I left and went back home.
Okay.
But my eyes is still in the studio to work. And I'll meet all the management. I want to work in the studio.
Again.
I know you will be paying me salary. But the salary you want to be paying me, you know what will happen? Let's split it to 2. You will take half, I will take half. Don't worry. If you allow me to come, you are enemy of the studio. I'm not the enemy of the studio. Because that salary being split, anybody that comes for section in the studio, I will be getting my money from the money. And I will not remit. And at the end of my service, you might not have mouth to talk to me because I've paid you off even before starting the service.
So, sir, you mean the citizen that went all out to vote
Yes.
the governor for the
Shouldn't have done it in the initial place.
Yes. When you see that the person you you give your vote to, did not serve you right, when he comes back and asks for your vote, tell him to go to hell.
Even when you tell, we all know how allegedly how the Nigeria political sector is after voting. I'm not they're all solely based on rumors. Like we all know, allegedly. After voting, everything will be, I don't know.
Yeah.
And then
rumors are like when you sleep in the night and you have a dream that you are in America. When you wake up the second day, you meet yourself on your bed.
So you're saying that everybody that was voted for that emerged winner, either as a president or as a governor, actually really merited it?
I did not say they merited it. You vote them there. Let me tell you one thing. Gone are the days that votes don't count.
Does vote count
I
now?
will say it to you that now vote count.
Most especially the second term votes.
Let me tell you one thing.
Okay.
This is how you know that votes count.
Okay.
If votes don't count, if those people have power of imposing themselves on you, they will not be giving you 20,000 naira at the polling unit. They will not be sharing money. They will not even be campaigning. But they know their vote. They know that it's an era that they cannot do it the way they do it again. And they know that you need money.
Okay.
They enslave Nigeria by giving them the stipend.
Okay.
I will get my money back when I get to sit. That's the technique they are using.
So everybody that emerged winner was actually voted.
If Nigeria wake up tomorrow and we are wise that whosoever do us well is who we will retain, it will be better. But what I'm saying now, how many people will take it? When they are suffering. In this state.
Your Nigerians are suffering. You're saying Nigerians are suffering?
When I said when they are suffering.
So you are no more
they will be saying, let's see what will happen. But wait until 2 or 3 months to election. When they start penetrating them. The ideology of, the youth leader of there, take this car. No, tell your boys to work for us. If they can do it alone, they will not need all those process. The reason why they went through all those process is because they know they don't have power. The leaders don't have power. Power belongs to the masses.
To the masses.
The masses that know they are right. The masses that have genuine humanitarian act. The masses who are not selfish. Nigeria, we deceive ourselves too much. And that is the reason why we are suffering.
Okay, sir, just like you said, they entice them with gifts so that they can vote for them. I think what you mean is being like they are campaigning. We call it campaigning. They are campaigning actually.
Both campaigning on the election day. The campaigning on is even we can say it's normal, because if you want me to come out, you mobilize me. But what do we say on what happened on election day when you know that this person is a bad person? No, you live in the same area. Let me tell you one thing: these people are not ghosts.
Okay.
You live in the same area with this person. You know that this person built a house in your area, but he has not been staying there for the past 4 years. All he does is to go to US, go to UK, stay there. He does not even know what you are feeling. He does not know what you need in your area. And some months to the election, because he wants to become the local government chairman in your area, he flew into Nigeria and he comes to you, Madam, vote for me. Don't worry, I'll give you 5,000 naira.
Is that not corruption?
It's corruption in both sides.
So there's
The
corruption.
person that gave it out is corrupt.
Okay.
The one that received it is also corrupt.
So, sir, you are saying that whatever problem we have in the governmental level is being caused by the people that voted.
It's caused by both parts.
Okay.
When you turn something to business and a businessman comes to you, the businessman wants to invest so that he can have a gain.
Okay.
So if he has invested in you by buying your conscience, he will definitely make you to get his money back.
So, sir, you're saying that there is corruption in the Nigerian political voting sector.
Both sides, both in Nigeria. You are just mentioning political.
Okay,
You are not mentioning the masses. There's corruption
They agree
in
that
the masses area and in politics area.
by collecting those bribes.
If you collect bribes,
or those things, obviously they are corrupt.
Yoruba used to say, "Ẹni tó gbé epo lájà."
You can't give someone the sugar.
Yoruba say, "Ẹni tó gbé epo lájà kò jẹ̀bi. Ẹni tó gba epo lọ́wọ́ ẹni tó gbé epo lájà gangan ló lè." Let me explain that so those who don't hear Yoruba, the person who stole an oil from an upstairs that does not have step, is not the thief, but the one who helped him in receiving the oil. That is the one that helped him to achieve his aim of stealing the oil.
You are my organizer. You can't give me money now. You can't give me like 100 million now, and I will say no. I can't say no. It's not you that is bringing it down from your.
Why am I giving you 100 million
for me to do that thing for you? But it's not so. So whatever it is that you're bribing me for me to like.
If I give you 100 million, definitely when I get there, I would like to get my 100 million back and add 50 million to it. That's 150 million because we have done business.
That's what it is.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, sir. Thank you for answering the question. But like I said, I would want to know, given the current political climate, do you think it's possible for a young Nigerian to emerge as president now or in the future?
It's possible. Everything is possible. It depends on how you work about it. Becoming a president of a country is not a night dream. It's not what you can achieve within 5 minutes. You must position yourself well. And let me tell you one thing, like I used to say, let them know you with one thing.
Okay.
If you are an agitator, stay firm on that aspect. It might take a very long time before you might be heard. But definitely people are watching you. Even you don't know people are watching you, but people are watching you. When they will throw the bat to you, learn how to handle it well. And that will lead you to your destination. Land.
Okay.
Do you understand me? It's possible. It's very, very possible.
For a 40-year-old Nigerian person to emerge as president.
Everything in this life is achievable. It depends on how you place your priority.
So during the last local government election, the previous local government election, there were chaos, right? Which led to the close down of government.
And the roads, close down of everything.
Yes.
Okay.
The roads were blocked,
Everything.
right? So what do you have to say about that?
The last question you asked me, you said, is anything possible? No one, even the people at the federal, knows that it's possible for peace to still be maintained in Osun State after the last local government election. But because we have a wise man as our governor, a peace-loving man as the governor of Osun State, he played his role as a wise man. After the election, people were expecting that the elected chairman will resume the office and it will give the opposition opportunity to achieve their evil aim.
Evil aim?
Yes.
What
is the evil aim?
Okay.
They want altercation.
Okay.
When the elected chairman resume the office, they will come that they are also chairman, even after the court have sacked them. And that will become a confrontation, which can later lead to a bloody one. And at the end of the day, there will be they will declare a state of emergency. But a wise man sees evil plan ahead, and he instructs every elected chairman to still keep calm and stay at their various homes till the issue will be legally resolved. And that was why you saw everywhere being calm. That was the reason why we are still. Let me tell you one thing, whether you like it or not, if they declare state of emergency in a state, it will affect both people in power and the masses.
The people.
Because now the military government can tell you that from 7 p.m., none of you should go outside till 6 a.m. in the You will not try to misbehave when you are seeing khaki.
So you mean everywhere was closed down in favor of the citizens?
In favor of the masses, so that there will be peace in the state.
Okay, so during that process, we saw the uproar from the opposition party during the last government election.
Yeah.
So now, do you see them as a threat to your party? Party's chance of maintaining power in the upcoming governorship election?
No, nobody's
a threat.
Nobody's a threat to my governor. My governor is capable. We are also capable. Because when you are doing well, you don't have anything to back. You don't need lies to back up when you are doing well.
Well.
So let them come up with even all over Nigeria today, if you mention Ademola Adeleke, everybody will laugh. Because they know that this man have beat their imagination.
He's actually one of my favorite governors.
You must like him.
I like him a lot.
Because he's a good man.
He is actually.
We like his vibe. So what advice will you give to young Nigerians?
My advice to the young Nigerian coming into politics is that, firstly, do your home assignment. Are you coming there to represent the masses?
Okay.
Are you truly coming to serve? Or you are coming because of your selfish interest?
Okay.
Are you coming to change narration? Or you are coming to do it?
I wish there were people that told these people that.
Or you are coming to do it the same way it has been done. If you do it well, posterity will talk about you. If you do it the other way, posterity will talk about you. When you are coming, come with plain mind.
After all,
with acts of humanitarian. Because no matter how, even if they give you opportunity to serve, you serve maybe 4, 8, 12 years, you will still become a man. Do what will make you still be able to walk free where you came from.
Okay.
That's my advice to them.
Thank you so much, sir.
You're welcome.
Sir, I have one more question. And I will have to read this one from the phone, sir. Sir, so there were reports last year alleging that you took possession of 70 bags of rice meant for public distribution. Could you clarify the truth behind that? Allegedly, obviously.
This question is not what I should answer first.
Okay.
I see the media in Nigeria as a coward.
Coward.
Yeah.
Okay.
The media house in Nigeria, the bloggers. I will mention Linda Ikeji because I'm highly disappointed in him.
Linda
Ikeji.
Okay.
They gave him the story. Before you can publicize a story, you must be able to do your investigation. Linda Ikeji, I thought, is a big name. Until that thing happened, I now see that he's just a coward.
And he's even a she. She's married.
A cheap.
A she. She's married.
She's married.
Yes. She has a kid or something. But
she is too cheap. For her to publicize my news without verifying from me, and even after the reinstatement, she has never said anything. All the bloggers that publicize those things are coward and animals.
Wow.
Because after the reinstatement, before the reinstatement, there were thoroughly investigation that cleared me. Those who receive the consignment from me came out. And these cowards did not come out to say anything about it.
So those are first rumors.
They are. Because by the special grace of God, today I'm still in my office.
Wow.
And to the glory of God, to the shame.
The essence of these questions is just for you to clarify the truth, so they can get to know.
Yes.
They can get to know the truth because I just like you mentioned. Yes, if you go online, those blogs that said that
it affects me when I travel out of this country on assignment. And I present myself as the senior special assistant to the governor on civil society organization. And you know, social media is very wild. And they search it and they said I'm impersonating, that I've been suspended. Wow. Until I was sent a letter. It was scanned to me and they verified it that I've been reinstated. How I wish the media house in Nigeria are what they call themselves. When they shouldn't give one side of story. They should be able to also come back and give the report about the story they spread around. I will say it anywhere I have opportunity to say it, that Linda Ikeji is a cheap blogger and is an idiot.
Sir, can having a PVC and voting truly change who holds power in this country, especially for the youth?
Yes. Having a PVC, now the INEC have released the date where they will start giving PVC, updating PVC, because we have some PVC that are no more working. You can go there and update your profile. Some people that are not of age during the last election can also go there to register for their PVC, because your vote still counts. Believe me, your vote count. I will say it again, your vote count. Let me tell you one thing. If you don't like this face at the corridor of power, that your PVC is your voice. I do tell people, no one stays around me without voter's card. It does not start now. That starts for a very long time, because you cannot be lamenting. Social media comment don't bring governor.
True.
You cannot elect your president through social media. You elect them through your voter's card. And your vote will put those you want there
in position.
If the people you want are those who will pay you 10,000, 20,000 on the voters' day and will make you for good 4 or 8 years, let your vote put them there. If the one you want are the one that will give you development in Osun State, within the period of 2 years, you can see it clearly the development that has come into the state. If you don't want to be an enemy of the state, not the governor.
So, the masses believe that their votes don't count because of the last presidential election, that they believe that they voted and what they voted did not turn out. So,
That
I don't
is
know.
the
There are
reason
rumors
why I'm
online.
saying it now, loud and clear. Check it on Yoruba.
Don't say
Your
that.
vote
Okay.
can't.
Okay.
Ibore oni ituma ó sì ṣe iyebíye.
What does that mean, sir? For people that don't understand,
Your vote
Count.
counts.
Yes.
Okay.
So, sir, do you think Peter Obi stand a chance to be the president of Nigeria?
I don't know Peter Obi.
You don't know Peter
You
Obi?
don't know the name Peter Obi?
It does not ring a
I
bell.
want
Okay.
a president that will serve my country right. I'm not here
Not by name.
I'm not here to call to vote to advertise any name.
Okay.
I'm not here to say Peter Obi is good, Tinubu is bad, Atiku is okay, Oluwashola is okay. Anyone, all of them are politicians. If you are coming to Nigeria, come with humanitarian heart. If you serve us well, posterity will talk about you. No matter what you have today, you can lose them within 3 days. If you are making Nigeria and you are putting us in abject poverty, and that is your agenda that you are coming to do, God is there
Okay.
to judge you.
Okay, thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very
One more
much.
thing, what do you have to tell the youths that are looking up to you? There are lots of people that are looking up to you. So what do you have to tell them?
You that are looking up to me.
Yes, there are lots of people that are looking. So
You
what do you have to
cannot
tell
be
them?
do you get
What I
here?
will tell you is that you cannot be me, because I don't want to be anybody.
Okay.
But you can only look up to God and have a dream of who you want to be and work towards it. Getting here, I will say it boldly. I've worked hard. My father is not a politician. My mother is none. I'm not from a millionaire or a billionaire family.
Okay.
I'm a man from nowhere that it has pleased God to make somebody so that everybody can look up to me.
Okay.
So before you can say you want to look up, don't look up to anybody. Look up to God. Focus on your dream. Work hard and you'll get there.
Okay. Thank you so much,
Thank you
sir,
so much.
for
You're
your
welcome.
time. We truly appreciate
Thank
your
you for being
answers.
on this show.
Thank you for having me.
And thank you for giving us insightful answers.
You're welcome.
We are truly delighted to have you, sir.
Thank
We're
you
truly
very
honored.
much. I'm
Thank
happy
you.
to be here too.
Okay, so with that, we've come to the end of today's show. Thank you. Always tune in. Don't forget to like, share, and comment.
Subscribe.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye for now.
Bye.